Hello everyone, Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. You know, the temperature is supposed to be about 13 degrees today, but it actually feels very cold. My hands are cold. I think I'm going to have to put my heating on earlier than what I normally do. It is quite cold today. But I'm sitting doing a little bit knitting. This is some of Belinda's cardigan. And I have a slideshow for you today, so I'm going to show you the slideshow first, and then I can get on with everything else that I'm doing. This is slideshow number 17, and I had one or two late comers this morning. I was sorting out all the photos and that to put on for the slideshow, because I put them through one of my converters, and it puts all the photos together and put some music on with it. Now I get the music from YouTube's audio library, because you can't just put any music on because it could be copyrighted. But YouTube's audio library is people put that music up themselves, and there's no copyright, there's no worries about things like that on it. So I'm going to show you the slideshow first, because there is over 5 minutes of it. I've had an awful lot of photos. That's why it's up today. And people are always sending in a lot of photos to me, and some really beautiful things that's been knitted. And anyway, I'll show you that first before I do anything else. So I'm going to stop this video and I'll start it again when it comes to the end of the slideshow. So there, that's my slideshow number 17. So don't forget, anything you knit, just send me the pictures in and I'll include them in my next slideshow, which will be number 18. And the pictures were coming in fast and furious this time. I think it's a lot sooner than what I normally put one up because I had so many photos. I think there was over 50. So I thought, oh, I'm going to have to put a slideshow up or it's going to take up the whole of the video just to show it. So anyway, that's what I've done. And I am now on a bit more of Belinda's cardigan. So I'll put that down in a minute and show you what else I've been doing. I was at my bingo last night and I won £20. So me and my friend had £10 each. And I did pick up Molly and, like she said, her face was a mess. She had actually broke her glasses when she fell. This part of her glasses, she has like the little things on that go on the side of your nose, mine aren't, but that part had stuck in her here and it had cut across there. Well, you know, your bones is all connected all around here. So she was all black under here, black and blue under her eyes and that, and she had a great big, she still had, I think she had stitches in what the hospital had put in up here, and her hand is a bit of a mess. She was still having a bit of trouble with her hand, but she says it's all right. She says it's not her hand that she uses a dobber pen for the bingo with. And I think she was in her element because everybody was talking to her. They were all coming up and I think they had to stop the bingo for a few minutes until they had all finished talking and asking how she was. So anyway, our Molly's back and we made sure I went to pick up my car afterwards, and Molly always used to wait because there's a ramp at the door where we come out. There's a ramp as you go in, a very long ramp. It's for people in wheelchairs and, you know, those little mobility scooters and things like that. But there's a small ramp where we come out, and that way where she must have tripped on there, and it's sort of like wavy. So, you know, it's not, you don't slide down it. And she must have missed her footing on, she doesn't know what happened, but she must have missed her footing on that wavy bit as she went down. So my friend Anne, who usually walks to the car with me, and then I drive up to the ramp and pick Molly up because she waits there for me. But I told my friend, I says, you would have to walk down with Molly. We don't want any more accidents. So I says, link her arm and that to make sure she doesn't fall. But one of the other girls who sits beside us, Maria, she would be going out for her car as well, and she was by herself, and she said she would walk Molly out and wait for us to come up with the car. So that was my night at bingo anyway. And while I was at bingo, this is what I did. This is the next phone pouch. This is for the same lady. I've just finished this one. I have to put the lining on this one, but she wanted one any colour and one in a pink, and that's the only pink I had in cotton because I only use cotton for these little bags. I don't do them in acrylic because they don't look the same in acrylic as they do in cotton. So I only had this like dusty pink, so she's getting the dusty pink in that one. So that was how much I had done. I'd actually done, I think 1, 2, 3, there's 2, 4, 6. I think that's actually 6 rows. You get like a line run down, each one of those lines is 2 rows. That's 2 rows, 4 rows and 6 rows. I think I had done 4 rows at the bingo. I didn't have a lot of time to crochet, I was too busy talking. But I did 15 minutes this morning, so I did another 2 rows and a bit of the next row. So that's what I did in 15 minutes this morning. That's what I'm doing with everything I'm doing. I'm doing 15 minutes of everything until lunchtime. So that was the pouches, and I'll put that one inside there because they are together. That's from my little bag where I keep all these little things in. I'm definitely going to do more of these little bags for myself. They come in very handy just for things you're doing to keep them in one place away from everything else. So I did that one, and a bit more of the scarf. I got quite a bit more of the scarf done actually. I think I've done about 10 rows or something in that 15 minutes, so it's getting quite long. I put it around my neck. I'm nearly finished that ball. There's not much of that ball, so that's sort of how far it's coming down. The other ball will come down the same. I'll then make it a little bit longer because that would be about the centre of my neck. And so it's quite a good scarf. It'll come down to the bottom of my sweater. Take it off with tangle up in my hair now. So that was a bit more of the scarf, and I will put that up on eBay when I finished knitting it for to sell, because I'm not keeping it for myself. I've got more scarves and things than I know what to do with really, so I don't need another one. So that was 15 minutes of that. And oops, I dropped the wool. Every time I pick this blanket up, because it's getting bigger, and I've had to join in 2 more balls of wool. I keep losing a ball of wool every time I pick it up. So it's getting longer. I did 15 minutes on that. I think it was about 4 rows, I think. About 4 or 5 rows, I think, on 15 minutes. So I'll tie that up again. I'll keep that on my knee because there's another one in the bag. I want to put them back both at the same place. And I did 15 minutes on that blanket, so that one's getting a bit longer as well. So I'll put that back in the bag. And that back in the bag. And I did 15 minutes on my own. I am adding my own into my 15 minutes in the morning. I think I did 15 minutes yesterday as well. There was 10 inches. It's now 11.5 inches, so it's coming on. I'm not sure how many rows I did, but I know there's 1.5 inches longer than it was a few days ago. So that's what I'm including. I'm including my own in the 15 minutes that I do in the mornings. Fold that one up and put it back in there. And find here on, I'll take that needle out. I've got the 2 needles in here. I did a bit more when I came in from the bingo last night. I've got this wool all wrapped around. I don't know where it starts and where it finishes. That's it. About there up to there last night on the that one, so it's nearly coming up to the shoulders for that one. I have to fold that one up again and put the needle in, put the other needle inside. And put that one in that bag. The bag's not quite big enough for it. It's sticking out the top there. And then I did 15 minutes on this one. This one's getting quite long. This does measure 32 inches wide and I'm up to 24 inches. So I'll be doing probably a little bit longer than I would do a baby blanket because it's going to be for an adult, this one. I'm not sure when I put it on my knee. I'll bring my computer down. You might be able to see some of it anyway. So you can see there's plenty of room across my knee in that. And it is nearly down to my ankles. I'm making it until it covers my feet. And then it's either anyone that wants it. I think Angela has mentioned about it. I don't know whether she wants it or not, but I'll message her. But if she doesn't want it, it'll be going on to eBay. Because it'll not be much longer for that one. I think I crocheted as far as the ball took me. And it took me about 15 minutes for what was left on the ball. So I have to join another one the next time I do any more on that one. So I think that's 8 things up to now. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 7. No, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, this is the 8th thing I'm working on. I'll roll that up. It's easier to roll it than fold it, because it is quite heavy, this. It's going to be really warm on somebody's knee. And I have quite a bit of that yarn, so I can probably do another one after I finish that one. And lastly, after I had done, it was got to about 11:30 by that time, by the time I'd finished all those 15 minutes on all those things. There was 15 minutes and then it was a break to make a cup of coffee, and a break sometimes just changing from one thing to another. So there's a bit more than 15 minutes sometimes, but this is my next little baby one for the girl next door that I'm doing. Now this one I said I was doing a tutorial, and I have started. This is how far I've got with the tutorial. I'm going to do a little bit at a time and try and get the video all in one. Try to get the cardigan done all in one. So I've done the video for this, showing how to do, how many stitches I had on, the needles I'm using, and the rib, and then how to do this little bit here, which is very simple. And that was as far as I got when it got to about 12:30 by that time, which I'm going to get my lunch. And then the postman knocked with some Happy Meal, which I've made a Happy Meal video as well. I had about a 15-minute chat to him. He says, your neighbours up the street will be complaining. He says, I always complain. He says, because I stop at your door, and he says it takes them longer to get the mail. But anyway, that's how much I had done for that. It's just a 16-inch, a little 16-inch one, and I've explained everything up to this point. And then the next part I'll be showing, I'll be doing these the little blue, I call this little brick pattern. I'll be doing 4 of those, and then I finish off with a different stitch along the edge at the top of them. So the next part of the video will be showing you after I've done these 4 little brick bits. And then the next part I'll be showing how to do the bit of border across the top of the brick. So you don't just finish with the little bricks. I finish with a different stitch at the top to finish it off that way. So anyway, that's what I've done with that. And I've got one of my bowls has got the 2 balls in there. I definitely need more of these bowls. I haven't got enough for keeping all my things in. I'll pick my knitting up again. And just in case anybody else sends me any emails, I have had a few emails, because I made one of my videos when I started using these needles with the cables and putting the little balls on the end. I put all my zings away. I cleaned them and dusted them because they were just gathering dust in my thing because I hadn't been using them. But I've had quite a lot of emails of people want to buy them off me. They think because I'm not using them that I'll sell them. But I could get sick of these and I could go back to my zings, so I am not selling them. So anyone else who might think about messaging me, no, please don't message me. I am not going to sell them. I still like them. I use the smaller needles. They're not zings, these ones, but I do use these smaller needles when I'm doing little baby ones, because it's probably similar to using these, they're smaller with they're not as long as the other needles and they're easier to work with. And then people are asking me about these little silicone, to give them the link to where I got these from, but I didn't buy these. These were sent to me in Happy Meal. I can't remember who it was, but there was a lady sent me, there was a little tin with 3 sets in. There was 2 pink, 2 yellow and 2 blue. Now I have tried to order some from Temu. I'm waiting for the package to come. So if anyone is looking for them, they are silicone beads. That's what I looked up on Temu. And they were the cheapest on Temu, because I've looked them up, just Googled them, and they're very expensive to buy them from anywhere else. But I'm getting, I think there is 18 coming when it gets here. I should have ordered more. But I'm only checking, I'm only ordered that one packet first just to see what they're like when they come, whether the right thing. Because they're just beads, that's all they are, they're beads, because I have the hole all the way through. So when that Temu packet comes, I will show you them if they're the right size. Because if they're not, I'm going to have to look for some other ones the right size, because I don't want them any bigger than that. That is big enough for the end of the needles, or the end of the cables. So that was just in case I get any more, because I have had people asking where I've got these from as well. So anyway, that's my little bit today, second video. So go on to my shopping and cooking channel for the Happy Meal, because that's where I put the Happy Meal now, because it is like shopping sort of. It's, you know, what I would be buying wool, and that way someone sent it to me instead. So that's why I put it on the shopping channel. And I'm going to do myself a cup of coffee after this video. My mouth always gets dry when I talk too much. As my husband used to say that as well. He always said I talk too much. Especially when he was watching something on the television and I started talking, I used to get wrong. But you know, when you've got to talk, haven't you? So thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you all another time. So bye for now.